It's very important to never compare your beginnings with someone being years and years ahead of you. The best value and what's required in order for you to be authentic and to be a brand is to be vulnerable, to always come from a place of spirit, to whenever you approach or speak to someone else, speak to that inner knowing inside that person, which is also the place of all treasures inside you. For too long, people were selling all kinds of BS to each other, and they were stubborn in running away from what only matters and what only is important, and that's the matter of heart, of spirit, of the soul. David Baer yesterday uploaded a great video again where he said that when he asked ChatGPT what will be the most valuable in the upcoming years, and imagine that even AI had a response that the most valuable future currency is exactly that. So everything that's honest and vulnerable and spirit and soul and heart, and basically you being you. I always say, why would you fit in when you were born to stand out? It's interesting that I had this inherited inside my genes from since I know that I exist. Even in elementary school, whenever we had some things that required, let's say, it was, I don't know, was it day or school or something like that, but I remember that I was in charge for me and other girlfriends from my class to perform some dance. And till this day, those that I'm still in contact with remember how bossy I was, meaning I had inside me always that to be in charge, to lead, to not fit in, but to stand out. I remember that when I asked some girls to perform with us in that dance, because the performance was in the city and it was in some city hall where actors had their performances, and it was for that time, so to say, fancy. And I remember that we were just the kids, we were fourth grade, I think, somewhere like something like 12 or 13 years, something like that. But we nailed it. We nailed it. I remember how we literally practiced and practiced and practiced until we literally were awesome. I remember that all the teachers and the kids applaud to us, but I remember that many girls didn't want to be a part of it because they were, I don't know, shy, or they were thinking that they can't do it. When I think about those things and how some things that for other children were scary, they, ever since I know for myself, come to me so naturally. Even my mom said that whenever I was sick as a child, because the most health issues as a kid I had with my throat. I had that pain in how you say these things here. And my doctor at the time didn't want to put me on a schedule for surgery of these here parts. So I can't even count the numbers of injections that I got when I was a kid. And I remember my mom saying me even later, and she was fascinated as a mom when she would took me there for injections. I never had less than 7 because my throat issues were always with high temperature and me being literally so sick that I couldn't even eat or drink, or it was for days and days. And I remember that my mom was always fascinated how every other kid would scream and shout and be scared and terrified about the fact that they will get injections. Mom said, you were quiet, you were literally going alone on the bed and putting your pants down and really it was funny to me because at that moment when my mom was telling me, and she repeats to me this story always to remind me that I was always different and always brave and always whenever she is telling me that story, it crosses over my mind that even since I was a kid, I practiced the non-resistance because I simply knew that me crying or me having now some, I don't know, uh, moments of shaking, screaming, shouting, I'm not changing anything. At the end, I have to get the injection. So why would I make scenes and make my mom embarrassed like other children did? I'm not judging other children. I just say that inside of me was always that thing that confirms to me that I probably lived who God knows how many lives before, because it would be impossible for a child to have that kind of bravery to literally go through everything. My mom says that I was in everything like that. I didn't want nobody to help me with homeworks. I always was responsible. I will do it, and I literally trained myself from the early years. Uh, Something that I found is very important, and that's the discipline. Because if you're not disciplined, you will pay the price of regret. Simply be aware that you gotta do what you gotta do. And the more and more you practice the consistency, the more and more easy it will become to you, and it will literally be on autopilot. You just have to figure out whether or not you are a person who is better in doing their tasks in the morning, those tasks that require more of your attention and strength, or you are better at accomplishing your tasks that require more of your strength and attention in the evening, because not everybody is the same. There are always some tricks and tips for you to navigate through this journey with ease and uh, being able to enjoy in every moment. As I said many times, I had to learn this through a hard way. I don't recommend learning it in my way to anyone, but I'm still blessed because I literally went through such a beautiful spiritual awakening that I'm literally now I don't know how nirvana, bliss, moksha, or all those things about which all the great teachers speak feels, but I can say with 100% certainty that I'm on my way there. because I know my previous self, I know my old identity. I was someone who was always judging, complaining. I was someone who was never satisfied. I was someone who would buy 10 things and be mad because I didn't bought 11th, and so on and so forth. I was someone who was envy. I was someone who, when I would see others succeed, be jealous, but not jealous in a sense of hating those people, more jealous in a sense that I was judging myself, because I know that from my perspective they might not be as smart as I thought that I am. But literally, when I realized, you know what, maybe they are smarter than me because they're succeeding. And when I said and started really to live from that place of what God did for others, He's doing for me too, and even more, literally everything changed, because I now celebrate everybody's success. When you are in a spiritual world and you know how the things work, you literally bless everybody, even those who harmed you or caused big pain in your life. You know that you are literally awakened when you can bless those who caused enormous pain to you. It's such a liberating, because as long as you are not capable to forgive to those who hurt you, you are still in their mercy. Whoever has the power to piss you off, to influence to the way you feel, has the power over you. So that just means that you are not still fully in power of yourself. uh, I'll tell you one example. I have here one person that I know, and she is I mean, I can't judge it because I have it too. She's not always in the mood, and that's normal. Like, none of us is always in the mood. But she is so funny, because she expects, when she isn't in the mood, from me to speak to you, to her, and to chat with her and whatnot. But when she is not in the mood, she will, when you say to her, hi, how are you doing, she will literally ignore you, and she will act like she didn't even saw you or heard you. And that's what happened this morning. I was buying some groceries and some things, and I bumped into her, but I immediately saw that she isn't in alignment, so to say. But nevertheless, I always greet people, and I said, how are you, what are you doing? And she literally moved on with her business. Previous me would feel not bad, but immediately would jump into judgment, into, look at this stupid mofo. I said hi and she ignored me, so on and so forth. I don't. From the the example from yesterday, my grandma, bless her heart, has two sisters. They live in the capital city, and grandma lives here with us and with the family in her home, but we are close. We are all in the same space area on our property. And because she had a bad night previous night, and she couldn't sleep because she's old, thanks to God, she is still healthy, and she's capable to move, and she's okay. But she couldn't sleep last night, the night before, and when she finally fell asleep before my aunt went to job, we switched off her phone in her home, so that nobody could wake her up, because there is some women from the neighborhood that love her and often come to visit her, to drink coffee with her. So we switched the phone off, and then I called her sister to tell her that we switched her phone so that she wouldn't worry where is she when she calls her, so that she don't freaks out whether or not she is at the doctor's or what's going on, because they are every day speaking with each other. And she wasn't in the mood neither. So previous me would feel bad because of how other people behave. Now I don't, and that's the greatest freedom that you can give to yourself, because you must know that many times it's not even that they are ignoring you or uh, didn't hear you, or they're so in their heads, especially today. uh, the other grandma, for her it's so reasonable to feel like that, because she had a big tragedy where she lost her son due to COVID, and always find the understanding for other people and never come from a place where something's wrong with you and they behave in such or certain way. No, they're just so in their heads, and they have so many personal problems that it's not that you're irrelevant or small or air or unworthy or what else is immediately starting to ruminate through people's head. No, it's not about you, it's always about them. So that's why I said forgiveness, and forgiveness to, I remember that whenever I was watching those documentaries where a mother would, let's say, forgive to person that killed her child, I couldn't deal and I couldn't grasp it for years and years, until I hit a certain age and realized how those important things about souls work. So forgiveness is never about the other. Forgiveness is always about your soul and you giving yourself freedom and letting that which would, if you don't forgive, be like some huge rock that you're carrying around on your back. Forgiveness is never about others. Forgiveness is always about you. Just let go and move on with your business. And as I said many times, all the great things that God, universe, life has in store for you, nothing and nobody can never take away from you. What isn't meant for you, no matter what you do, you could literally never sleep, always do on achieving, but if it's not divine design for you, you're just wasting your precious time and your energy. So whenever you're asking whatever it is for yourself, always affirm, I desire only that which is divine design for me. And you are ready to go, because you know that everything that is in store for you, nothing and nobody can take away from you. What is not, you don't even need it, you don't even want it. You always had more than enough, you have more than enough, and you will always have more than enough. So we are all blessed children from the big guy from the sky, and we can always ask from him like children ask from their parents. Ask and it is given, knock and it shall be opened. There are no limitations. The only thing that's limiting us is our limited are our limited beliefs, mental blockages, all kinds of old core negative beliefs. Old core negative beliefs always require a little more work in order to be completely released, because they have power that is strong as curses, as generational traumas, and they're deeply rooted. So it's impossible to let them go without literally digging through your subconscious and cleaning the basement of everything that you saw, heard, and adopted when you were innocent and when you were a blank, as all children are until they are 7 years old. So as long as I breathe, I will, through this movement, remind every single one of you that which I couldn't for so long believe, and that is that first and foremost, there is God inside of you. You were made in the image of God. So cast all your burdens on Christ inside you. You are God's highest form of creation. Whatever it is that's going on now and that is making you troubles, make a different decision about the subject and step into the new reality. Literally, it is that simple. If it's old core belief, then you must Google it and see how long it is necessary for old program or belief to be reprogrammed, and work on it. The best time is in the morning and before sleep, because our brain is at that moment the most receptive to adapting and receiving new things. Everything that's not serving you, throw it away, like we are doing here with trash every Thursday. All beliefs are like leaves in the autumn. Imagine how wind is cleaning them and they're forever gone. New beliefs are like those beautiful green young leaves that are born every spring. So we are like the nature, and we are part of the nature. We are all fifth element. We are all love. We are all came from love. And whenever you are making a choice whether or not to react and from which place, always choose love. Even if that person or situation doesn't deserve in any way love, kindness, or you being nice, do it anyway. It will come to you from other source multiplied many times.